Welcome to Third and Long. Mike Lownsbrough along with Dave Dickenson. And you've kind of got a casual look. We're going to bring Aaron Miller, our fashion consultant at Supreme, to tell you what you've got, Dave, into the
Well,
back.
we toned it down a little. So we went with the soft cotton linen jacket and in the denim cut. And then, of course, with the paisley undershirt. So, again, this is every day. This is you out for dinner and Friday nights, rocking and rolling.
I don't know about out for Friday night, but
Would you wear this back to Montana?
oh yeah.
Are you?
I have to find the right event though.
Yeah.
I mean, football we just are so casual,
But I
and
feel this is more you.
it is me.
Yeah.
I listen. It used to be flannels, and now I'm upgrading. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, model it. Come on, let's get on another.
Oh, I'm
model.
good. Yeah, no.
I'm looking forward to this every week,
No.
just to see you model.
I did like last week's where you had me showing the guns, but I do. It's getting a little cooler.
This is
so.
another outfit you should walk out of here with.
Well, I got to be careful. I can only get away with so many times walking out with the clothes.
As we say in the business, we'll put your initials in it. We'll
Yeah,
just reach
yeah.
at the till.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
So what am I wearing here?
Well, we're in the Biederman vest
Yes.
with the Deagle sport jacket, and of course the Biederman shirt underneath, and styling B, popped your cuffs there to show a little color. So
Thank you very much.
you got it. You
Yeah.
got it going
Oh,
on.
man.
So yeah, casual sport look.
He
and then,
doesn't
of
need
course,
a camera though, does he? I mean,
He knows how to work it.
He does. There's no doubt about it.
Well, enjoy, guys. Have
Thank
fun.
you. The Other Side is brought to you by Truman Insurance. Community driven, always honest, always reliable, always there. You looking good, buddy? Let's talk about the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, because that's who you've got on the table next. Your thoughts? Pretty well-rounded team when you look at them.
Yeah, for a while there, they had the best record for a reason. They've got a lot of continuity. They've been building it. They've been keeping their players. Got some new key parts. They always play fast. It does come down a lot of times your skill positions. They got as good a running back as anyone in the game. Sure. Quarterback's playing well. Well coached. For us, we've had good matchups now. I think it's kind of been, in the last few years, one of our main rivals, a team that we feel we're clashed with. We're about very even. They feel maybe they've got us a little bit this year. We'll see if they can take control. It's at their place. Always a loud stadium. Great place to play.
They love football in Winnipeg. And
yes, they do.
And I can imagine it'd be tough there. Adam Bighill, what does he bring to the team? And were you surprised that BC said no to him and he landed in Winnipeg?
Well, first off, he's just a football nut. You can tell he loves the game. He's really great athlete. I don't know if he gets enough credit for that. He's fast, strong, smart. The only thing he's lacking is a little bit of that height. Otherwise, I think he would have stuck in the NFL. I think he's that good. Whether I'm surprised, sometimes you structure your roster a certain way. I think Winnipeg gets away with paying their defensive guys a little bit more. They're not paying their quarterback near as much, and maybe some of their receivers. Every team loses good pieces here and there, and you just make it work. But I think when he landed in Winnipeg, he certainly made them better.
When you have a quarterback like Nichols, he's not the most mobile guy, so you have to bring on the heat and kind of surprise him a few bit.
He's smart though. They got a good system. They run a lot of misdirection, a lot of trick plays. I think he's probably as mobile or more mobile than our guy. He can get out there, but he is a rhythm pocket passer that does see the field well. Anytime you get him moving and hit him a few times, I think that's when you got your best chance for success. But we can't allow them to run the ball. When they run the ball and they can play action, it's over. They're just too tight and too solid, so we would have to win the line of scrimmage to win the game.
Andrew Harris, your thoughts on him? You've seen him play lots. You've played against him lots. Another guy that was with BC and found a second life in Winnipeg.
He's really grown into, like I said, as good as anybody in our league. What I think he's the best at is catching the ball and being like a receiving threat.
Right.
I really believe he probably could have made the CFL as a receiver. Very strong lower body, runs hard. You can see he's very comfortable in their system. He knows what the calls are. He's very good at protection. So he's upped his game. He's I don't think you even have to list him Canadian, American, doesn't matter. He's one of the best, and he helps them a lot.
I'm going to ask you a question. The ratio. Are you happy with the ratio? Would you like it to come down a little bit?
I'm happy with it right now, but there's some new rules coming in place where they're trying to, make these Americans called nationalized Americans. Then if we do have expansion and we get to Halifax, I do think we probably should have a chance to limit it a little bit. There's just not quite enough there. Love our Canadians. I think that's what makes a game. I'm 100% in favor of playing guys that they earn it, but it also gives them a chance. I love it. But there could be some issues long term if we get another team and if we raise this ratio up with these nationalized Americans. It doesn't quite make sense to me. We're all in the fog a little bit. It's not affecting 2019, but it'll be interesting to see what happens in 2020.
Do you think expansion will happen in Halifax? I mean, I've heard various reports that they're not as strong as some people think, and
Yeah. Well, I want a 10-team league. I think 10 teams is a perfect number if we can support it. I think it's the easiest thing for scheduling. I think you play everybody twice. I know Randy Ambrosi, your commissioner, is not in favor of that. I think that makes it simple. And I think the best 6 teams make the playoffs. I don't think you even deal with East-West. The best 6 teams get in. You have the exact same schedule. Reward the teams that are the top 2 teams with buys and move forward. I don't know if in today's generation people care about East-West. Give me the best 2 football teams in the Grey Cup. That's what we're looking for, and that's what I think we should do.
When I had a show called Sports at 11 back in the day on Calgary 7, I was campaigning to be the CFL commissioner. Other than my mom, no one took me seriously. But one thing that I said, get rid of the East-West, 1 division, best teams in. This crossover, it doesn't do anything for me.
No, and plus, to be honest with you, there's been some pretty easy roads to the Grey Cup for the Eastern teams.
Sure.
You don't deserve to have the 3rd best record in the league and have to go on the road the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's a tough battle for anybody, especially with the schedule being basically balanced now. Right now, those East teams already play a little bit of an advantage because the West has been stronger. And then if you add another expansion team in the East, obviously they're going to be down a little bit early, makes the scheduling and the strength of schedule that much easier. So let's do it, Mike. I don't know if you need to be commissioner, but I definitely like your idea.
To be. I had the hair for it. Now I want to ask you one other question, Dave. Perennially or annually, whatever word you want to use, the CFL East has been the weak sister. Now I could never figure this out. They've got most of the schools down there. Most of the schools are within driving distance. Why are they weak when they've got all the access to all these schools that they can scout? And have you got an answer for that?
Not really.
We'll make one up.
I think, to be honest, we see all the players now too. I don't think you can hide any player right now. Now, the U.S. has 1 million schools too, and we're doing our best to find them. But as far as good Canadian athletes, we're going to find them. We got our combine going. We really feel like with the internet and all these things, we can always find film. We can scout. We can find the best talent as well. I don't know why. I don't know if it was always that way. It's kind of been that way, honestly, for a while now. And I think, Winnipeg, if you could make an argument that they should have stayed East. They stay in the East. They're probably the dominating team in the East for the last few years. Come West, it's been a tough go. So it's just kind of how it lays out right now.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to see that 1 division, best teams in. Vote for me.